So we're gonna work on my kiddo's game today, of course. I am a bit tired and a bit emotionally, what's the word for it? Unwell. So bear with me while I get everything set up. As I said, I'm a little unwell, a little bit unwell. So that's going to likely affect how I'm feeling and things like that.
I'm making.
Oh, and here is my buddy's. Let me put this in Twitch. Here's my buddy new video on YouTube. Be sure to. Nope, that echo would be crazy. Be sure to give him some support. And yeah, I should have prefaced it. Can I delete that? No. Let me just arrow my dev buddy. New game dev video. Okay. Okay, and then lastly, alert box is visible now. Alright, and then I think the last thing to do is, get some background music. So let me do that now. Background, the music, background the music. I'm unwell in the head now. I'm unwell in the head now. Oh. Okay, and let me just make sure the audio levels are good. I think that they are. It's a little loud. Let me fix that. There we go. Let me see. That's better. Okay. Cool. I will place myself on periodic mutes because, as per usual, just got back from the gym. But let's get into it. Let's start working on the game. Hope you all are having a wonderful night. Thanks for attending. Greatly appreciate it. Let's see here. All right. Whew, Lord. Why'd it go over here? What the hell? That's weird as hell. Oh, it's weird. Anyway. So I'm going to see where we last left off. Again, I'm going to place myself on a brief mute while I eat. My current thinking process is that considering the goal of making the audio play once we start the level, there's two options, and this is a great opportunity for me to make sure that my thinking is not only correct, but I am also going along the most effective and direct path. What is the simple solution was the big driving force from End Null, the last stream. So, the overall goal, of course, is to have the sound effect for the letter to play upon winning, or the line here getting to the finish line, respectively. Now, hold on. Give me 1 second here. I don't know why these look like the same color. I mean, they're slightly off, which is even worse. I could have sworn I had them different colors. Maybe it's because of the color rec that I have on top of everything. No, that doesn't look like that's the issue. Also, is it even the way it's supposed to be? Alright, well that's not the issue. Focus on the main thing. What's the most important thing I can do right now? Sorry, feeling sorry for myself. Focus. Focus, Shay. I think the most direct path is to make this one level essentially all of the levels, right? To make this one level so flexible that it will work for all of the letters rather than just one. And this is a similar pathway that we had here, where is it this one? Yes, where we added all of the letters A through Z in here. I'm gonna have to revise this entire script. There's so many different things that are off here, but the main important thing is, to my understanding, making this level work for all letters. So that way, it's not just A and B; it is any letter in particular. But I have to start from, I think, the ground up. So I don't know if that's true. What is a simple solution? I guess the simple solution would be, no, that, as I'm saying, I was gonna say the simple solution would be making individual levels with like the A through Z. So A, B, and then the next level would be A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I. And then, granted, maybe we can do that, but and pair them off into levels. So rather than it being a randomized pull, it would be just going in sequence of the array. I think I kind of have something similar in here, do I not? Yeah, where I'm getting the audio for this here. So let me think on that. Give me 1 second. I'll be right back. So what I'm doing here is just writing out my thought process. Something I've been trying to do more is during jujitsu and sports in general. When I growing up, I always had the opportunity, and it was always emphasized to me to go over the film. So in an attempt to do that, I'm trying to. Oh, hey, Enol. Good evening. Hope you are well. But yeah, in an attempt to do that, I am trying to write out my thought process. So, how would I easily accomplish this? I think is iterating on that. So we're gonna take the ready function. Well, I already have this prepped in a script somewhere. Somewhere. I know I have it in another level. Oh, this is wrong. There we go. I know I have this in another level somewhere. Is it this template? Is it this one? No, this is where I'm getting all the letters. This is it. I don't know why I have this as an export. Let me see how it's being used in this level before I copy it over, because it could not work. No, that's right. Okay, so good, I believe. Oops, let me. All right, so I'm gonna do basically the same thing. Copy this and copy this. Again, our overall goal, I get my kiddo tomorrow, so I want to be able to, it may be a little late for her to be playing games, but I want her to be able to play as soon as possible. So here, we're gonna do the, first, alright, this is the stuff for the player. And then separately is the letters array. And then here we will pass in all of the letters. Okay, save. What is the error that it's already showing? It's not even in the script. What is this? What is this error in reference to? Maybe it's a separate thing. Why'd the music stop? Why'd the music stop? Why did it stop? Why is it being weird? I'll resist the urge to get you sidetracked on a random thing. Yeah, I mean, it's okay. It's okay to get sidetracked once in a while. And no, I appreciate it though. But yeah, I really want to try to get this done. I mean, not like it doesn't have to be perfect, but I would really like for it to be done, so that way my kid can play tomorrow. I am all for divergence, because sometimes your brain needs to like go off of something in order to be playable, exactly. In order for it to be like most effective. Like sometimes you get so narrow-minded that you're not seeing the full picture. So anyway, I added the letter array. I don't think I need this right now, and if anything, I'll do that later. But we have it all here. So what we're gonna do, what would be makes the most sense? What is the most direct route, simple solution to this? That sounds complex, so let's not do that. Not that one, brain. Simple. I guess just pull randomly. So that's what we'll do. So these exist currently. I'm just gonna make these not visible for the time being. And then on the spawn points, what I'll do for the level is alright, can we get rid of this? And then let me close this out because that's huge for no, well, not no reason, but don't need to look at all that. And I did get A through Z, right? A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Gotcha. Okay. So it should be in the ready function, actually. It should have been, yes, in the ready function. And then once we added all of these to the list, but then at the spawn point, which we established. So here, we dot instantiate, or well, am I thinking about that right? Or maybe it's just instantiate. Oop. I know how to spell. Let me think about this. I add them all to the list. Now that they're all on the list, I say, yeah, it would be. I'm pretty sure it would be instantiate. Am I not spelling this right? Oh, Kiddo documentation. I am spelling it right. Okay, well that's neither of those are how I want to do it. I'd say you'd either load in the letters or have them already there and then change if they are visible. Update which key you are checking for inputs. Yeah, well, the current code, your suggestion is 100% valid. The current code takes into account what letter. So that's what I had, and then maybe I'm wrong in how I'm going about it, but that's why I had added all of the letters to the list, so that way they're all in the scene, or I mean not in the scene, but they're all in the array, and then I would spawn whatever letter. And the reason that I want to spawn it rather than making it visible is because it would be easier, my current thinking, to check for the letter. Because as of right now, it's listening for the letter Z, the letter Y, whatever. But if we change it to be visible, I mean, I guess it's the same problem just in a different way, I guess. Oh, God. Sorry, I said this in the beginning of the stream, but I'm not feeling 100%, so I'm just trying to. My thinking is gonna be off. Yeah, I'm not sure based on your other code. Yeah, I'm not. I'm not sure either. Again, I'm a bit off today, but I'm doing my best to be consistent. Oh God. Okay. So if I'm making silly mistakes here and there, as one does, God, my brain. If I make silly mistakes here and there, no, it's because I'm not feeling well. But yeah, what we're currently doing is listening for the player one letter name, and the player one letter is so I guess we would spawn rather than having it at export. What is this? Control D is what Leaf episode said. Control D. Delete. Oh no. Control D. Delete. Oh, that's not how that works. Oh, okay. Well, that's dumb. I thought that's how it worked. Brain fog. No, I'm not feeling well emotionally. Had a off yesterday. Yesterday was not a great day for me. So I'm just trying to push through it. Thank you for asking. But yeah, just off emotionally. I'm just trying to not let that affect my thing. I wish I could just power through these things like a soldier, but stupid fucking emotions are loud. All right. Anyway, let's see here. Again, thank you for asking. Shame on you, voyeur, for not asking. Not shame. I'm joking. In all honesty, I'm joking. I know, I know you come to the streams and just watch, and that's 100% fine. I'm just joking. I'm joking. I'm joking. God, brain. Okay. So what I want to do is at the start of each level, at the start of the level, we spawn in letters. Let's just establish that precedence. So at the start of the level is on ready. We ready the array with all of the letters, and then we're gonna say here, or well, no. Again, I really thought. Do I have to? Maybe I'm spelling this wrong. Again, I apologize. I'm making silly mistakes. Who knows? My brain's not 100. Sorry, that's an annoying voice. My brain's not 100%. Okay, so I was spelling it right, but I can't just use instantiate? Is instantiate a property of a node? If so, bow dot apply scale, global position, no instantiate. No. Okay. Stupid emotions. Alright, come on. Come on, Jay. Why does the music keep stopping? What the hell is going on? What the hell? I don't understand why I keep stopping. I really don't. Anyway. Think, Jay. Think. Let me instantiate. Okay. Let's not bang our head against the window here, right? Let's do this intelligently. How to... Oops. Come on now. I'm surprised that...
Let's say you've created a new...
I don't really need to listen to you, I just need to see what you're doing. You have an area, you have a collision shape, and you have a sprite. He is using a scene, so that's different than what I'm doing. Maybe I do have to ultimately save these into scenes in order to instantiate. Okay, he's doing it via a timer. That's not what I'm doing. Or they are. I don't know if it's a guy or not. I just need to see you instantiate, man. Get this on ready variable. Preload. Yeah. Yeah, I have added them. Wait, let me make sure I'm ready. I know you have to add them to it to see it. Yeah. Okay. Apple scene dot instantiate. Okay, so we do have to make them scenes. in order to instantiate. Can't instantiate anything that's not a scene. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. I was trying to avoid that, honestly, but it is what it is. Where's all the letters? Where's all my letters? Here they are. Okie dokie. Save as a scene. Save. Save as a scene. Scene. Is there a hotkey for this, so I don't have to keep doing that? There's not. Okay. Letter C. Letter D. Letter E. Jesus, stupid. It's annoying how loud emotions can be. It's like, hey, let me just work. I'm sure there's techniques like that military people use to, like, you know, just power through something. Like, I mean, people are killed in front of them and they're just gotta push through it. I'd like to establish the same level of rigor. Rigmarole. I'm sorry, I missed a comment. Well, I created .new on a class I've written in Godot, but that's a bit different. Yeah, I think that .new. Yeah, that is an instantiation of a type to like put it into the scene, I think. But yeah, I do think that that's slightly different. And given that that video just had it as a pack scene, and then what I can do is the same principle inherently, and then just pack the array with all of these scenes, and then we start with A and B, and then each time that we I didn't miss any letters. No, I did not. Double checking. No, I did not. Each time that we score, we switch out the letter. We, well, I'll show you. Okay. So what I think we're doing actually is that we'll, rather than this, we'll say, and then we're not doing it like this, unfortunately. So slightly different. Now this is a perfect opportunity for Control D, but I don't know if it's gonna work that way. Control D. Nope. Oh. Okay. There's a way to select multiple though, right? Control D. No. Damn it. Is it Shift? Shift? No. Shift takes too much. Control. Shift Alt? Yes. Right? Hold on. I'm gonna make sure I'm not. Okay, good. It's weird. I had a good time yesterday, but stupid emotions are trickier than. Oh, fuck me. Sorry. Sorry about that. Again, overreaction. Emotions are weird. Sloppy doppy things. Weird sloppy doppy things. I'm gonna stop it here because I'm afraid I'm gonna mess it up and then I'm gonna have to redo a bunch of them. What you're currently doing, I think you're doing something the hard way again. Well, let me know, because to my understanding, I do need to add all of these to the scene in order to. What the hell just happened? What the hell? No. You know what? Fuck it. Okay. And then where's our scenes? That should be a huge list now. Yep. What you're doing? Yeah, delete. Yeah. Because I was just like, I was getting annoyed. Okay. So, boom. A, B, Z. Oh, let me do this. Make it a little bit easier on myself. A, B, C. Oh, what? Why? Yes, I know. It is A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M. Again, thank you for pointing that out, Noel. I felt it while I was going through it, but I was also, my emotions are stupidly loud. So so I was like, I know I could be doing this better, but the emotions are also yelling. They can shut the fuck up. All right, S T U V W X Y Z. T U V W X Y Z. Another method you could have all the letters in a group, then have a for loop and add the for loop and add all scenes in the group to the array. All the letters to a group. How do I do that? I know I've seen a group here. Okay, let me see. No? Is that not how you do it? Could have sworn that's how you do it. Groups, yep. Oh, add. And then groups will be letters. And then, can I just do that? No? Okay. Letters, okay. Oh, this one's already added. I take it. Let me make sure that's true. Letter A? Node? History? Nope. Node? Nope. What? Did I not just have this? Select a single node. That's what I did. A. That's what I just selected. I'm so confused. I'm so confused. I literally just did this. Oh, maybe I need to do it in scene. Maybe that's my problem. Well, I just added a group. I just created a group though. Maybe because it's not a global group? Global letters. Okay. And then you're also a letter. Oh, can I do it like this? Damn it. Well, I'll have to do it one by one. That would have been super simple. God, I hate this. Repetitive. Embrace the process. Embrace the process. Find joy in the process. Okay. Trying to find my own code where I've done it. I know you're working on. I don't want to say proprietary, but like yeah, if you can help me out with that, that'd be great. But yeah, and then at the very start of the level, what we'll do is say that is it packed scene? Not instantiate. No. We'll say here are all the letters, and what are we simply trying to say? Simply, we're saying at spawn points, spawn letters with let's start there. At spawn point, start letters. So that is at spawn point. So we need to reference the spawn point. So we'll go up here. This is the letters, so it's kind of related. So I'll say var p1 underscore. Oh, I should actually put it with this. So I'll put it over here, and I'll say var p1 letter spawn underscore point. I was about to correct that because it's camel case, but again, I'm not working right now, so I don't have to worry about that. All right, and that is the wrong one. That is this the wrong one? Yes, it is. Okay. I hope I wasn't editing the wrong script by accident. What do I need? Where is that level? Let's organize this a little bit. You're a shader. I create a subfolder. Subfolder is going to be called. Ooh, okay. Subfolder is going to be called letters, and then I can drag in all the letters that we created. Z through A, and you're all gonna go to letters. Okay, good. Now it's organized. Now I can grab this, but I need the scene for the tug of war game. There it is. And then the, what's it called? I have the tug of war game. Let me make sure I'm on the right script. I am on the right script. And then we're going to reference the, oh, you shouldn't be in the group. You're not a letter. U dot global position. Cannot type, cannot infer, oh. My bad. Global position. And I don't like the ordering of that. Oh, also this is supposed to be P2, but we should keep the ordering consistent and then also separate those. So there. This doesn't feel like it should be here. It feels like it should be up here. Okay. All right, that looks cleaner. And this start position should be right where the no, we'll keep that. I'm nitpicking now. Okay. So at the very beginning, where is it? At the start of the game, we will, let's utilize that for loop that you mentioned. But it wouldn't be in the start of the game, so it's not going to be at the ready function. It's going to be in the process function, and then we're going to say for every letter in letter array, take the P1 dot. Oh, right. No, we need a. So how do I? Oh, do I say in the array? It's not rigid body anymore. It is packed scene. So now I should be able to reference instantiation. Is my thinking? Let's see if I'm right. No? Why am I wrong? What is this error too? Maybe this error is what's screwing me up. I wish invalid access to property name based on nil. Oh, okay. That is for listening for player input, which is in the process function. We're gonna comment these out for the time being. Comment out for the time being, that's what I said. Okay. Now, P1 letter spawn point dot. Why aren't you letting me? I think it's this error. Where the hell is this error coming from then? Where is this error coming from? Okay, I have to go, because I think this is screwing up this thing, but I don't know why it would screw up. But there's no errors on this whole thing, so it has to be in some other script. And I don't know why Kiddo is like not working properly as an IDE, because freaking there's some other error. At least that's my current thinking. I may be wrong on that, but I think that is what the issue is. So let me open up my scripts. Who has an error? You don't have an error. You don't have an error. You don't have an error. You don't have it. Oh, you have a couple errors. Again, we're gonna comment these out for now. I think I said I need to revise this whole thing. Well, it looked like I had a different, or same thing for all the letters and letters. Oh, that was for listening for input, but came up with a better one. Okay, so now there's no more errors, right? No, no more errors. So why is this error still here? Maybe I just need to restart Kiddo. I'm not even using a shield anymore, so let's delete that. Okay, I don't know where this error is coming from, so I'm just gonna restart Kiddo. Maybe that's the issue. Uh oh, that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to quit the project list, save and close. And I press save and close? What the hell? Quit the project list. Save and close. Okay, there's something wrong with Kiddo, because I don't understand what's going on. Oh, because the scene is running. I didn't even know that. Shit. That was the error. Okay. I did not even know that. Jesus. Wish it was like a flashing thing for play, because I did not notice that at all. Wowzers. Okay. Okay, now it does it, of course. Did it not save? It did, it did. Okay. Huh. That's weird. Let me see really quick. Okay. Okay, that's all right. All right. I'm confused. I'm confused. I'm very confused by that. I don't know what the hell happened there. That's so weird. Missing a comment. Yeah, I worked with groups with my current project, but forgot I changed how I was handling it. I actually called a call function in every member of the group. I had an array for them, but replaced it with just calling a function that they all have. Get tree, call group, load scene, call group, save load, load character. This is what I use. Okay, I think I'm gonna use part of that. Is the group? Okay, gotcha. Yeah. So I'm gonna use something similar for sure. Very similar. I just lost my train of thought because of all that hoopla with the played scene I did not notice was going on in the background. Let's pull this back up. Let's get rid of everything that is not related to that so I don't get confused. Alright, and then we have our spawn points, and then let's go back to the script. For every letter and letter array. Okay, come on. Nope. Why is it not letting me reference? Hold on, maybe I just need to retype this. Why? Why is it not letting me? Very confused by that. Load characters is a function character in the class that I wrote to hold the general character data. Okay. To hold the general character data. Okay, so something similar, but it's not gonna 100% be that. But let me, for every letter in letter array, we instance placeholder, it would be, I literally just did this for the sake of, oh no, not this one, whoops. Letter array. At least I'm thinking letter array, not this, okay. Insert. Okay, well, it looks like we're doing it that way then. Alright, so, no. I still can't instantiate. My method is overly complex, but mine is for an app and not a game. I could it could really have been done in Excel, but then all the code would have to been written in VBA and wouldn't have style. Do a game engine like a DO. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Are you able to tell me about the app that you're working on? Like what it is? If you're not, that's totally fine. I'm just curious. Because anybody that creates something within Godot that's not a game, I'm always curious of like, okay, well, obviously you can create, like I think Tesla uses uses Godot for, let me make sure that's true before I'm running my mouth. Okay, well, this is just a forum. I thought it was actually news from Hacker News. Godot would obviously credit them in their site to be like, look, a major company's using our thing. Oh, I'm surprised. No? I would have thought. Was that a rumor? Tesla was using Godot, yes. People found Godot scene files in there. Yeah. Yeah, I could okay. Alright, well we're both on the same page. I was just making sure I wasn't like talking out of my ass and saying something that was not true. But I'm surprised that Godot doesn't say it right on their front page that they're, you know, a major car company. Maybe they don't want to be associated with Tesla. Yeah, no. Not a single mention of it. Alright, respect. But okay, well, either way, we're on the same page. If they don't currently use it, they left match scene files. And okay, gotcha. That would be stupid. Architecturally, to just leave unused stuff. Because then, I mean, you would branch it, right? You would create the separate branch. You'd push that, make sure it works, and then remove it once you know that everything else works, and then just release that in an update where you push the new files and take out the old ones. But what do I know? I mean, I'm a silly little game developer. Maybe there's a different, more sophisticated way. Yeah, you say, but lots of games include unused files in game. Yeah, I suppose that is true. I suppose that is true ultimately. Um, I haven't scrubbed through, like there's, where is it? Okay, nothing's popping up. I have no idea why. What the heck is going on? It's like I'm having an off day, so like all of my technology is also having an off day. I don't understand. I was just trying to show you Hades. Oh, that's not. Okay. No, I didn't want to launch Hades. Shoot. Whoops. I was just trying to, because Hades, which I thought was very, very cool, and I wanted to mess with it, potentially on a stream. Let me see. What the hell is happening right now? Is it? No, this is a shortcut. I'm trying to get that actual file. Where is Hades? Actually. I don't know what the fuck is happening, man. Sorry. Oh, because Hades is running up when I told it not to. Oh my god, dude, what is going on? Calm, brief. I'm sure it's not that serious. I just need to do this. Bear with me here for a second. Okay, I think that fixed it. I think. Okay. All the tech issues happening at once. Yeah, exactly. Been dealing with that. Yeah. Yeah, I was just. It's one of those things of like, I'm already having a rough day. I need this not to be. Not to throw a pity party for myself, but I'm like, I need this not to fucking be annoying right now. As for my app, it is a tool that goes with a tabletop style game used to manage player. Oh, like for like. Oh, okay, gotcha. Like God, what was that one that I used for D&D? God, I forgot the name of it. I guess I don't have that app anymore. It's been a while since I played D&D, like a little over a year. All style after 8-bit Final Fantasy. Oh, that's cool. That's super cool. That's like it's like not a game within a game, but like the fact that like the management of the tabletop is in this stylized Final Fantasy type thing feels really cool or sounds really cool. Like it sounds like to be able to be playing the tabletop and then go to your things to be able to reference spells or effects or anything like that, and it's still within the same style or like a Final Fantasy style, kind of like immerses you. Like I love when game menus, for example, are like a character pulling out a sheet of paper. Like it just creates that same level of immersion. All the rules of the game are nothing like Final Fantasy, but way very much style. Gotcha. Yeah. Okay. Well, that's very cool. That. Sorry. Sorry. That's very cool. I love that you're creating that as well on the side, and that is a non-traditional application that I wouldn't have necessarily thought of for Godot. Like, let's create an not inventory, but like a game management for it. Again, I had something on my phone for that for D&D back when I was playing it. Still love D&D. I just don't have friends. Yeah. Whoa. It got a huge wave of tired. The game is in public and I didn't make it. I was asked to make an app to go with it. Okay. Excuse me. Well, very cool. I know you can't. I keep wanting to use the word proprietary, but I know you can't. It's not yours to share, but very cool thing to be working on for sure. I don't need an instance. Well, first of all, what is an instance placeholder? Placeholder for the root node of a pack scene. That's not what I want to do. Come on, Jeff, buck up. Buck up, Jay, buck up. It's fine. Everything's fine. What was it? Create dot instance or create underscore instance? I just saw that. Placeholder. I know that's not what we're doing. That's not what we're using. Create instance. Create underscore instance. What is this child of? And so all of them should have it. A object node. And I'm using a point. Can I do Control F here? Point. Oh. All right, points don't have it. So it has to be an object. Has to be an object. Is a vaccine an object? No. No, it is not. God knows if I know what I'm looking for. What? This is the debate I have with myself. Sometimes I just don't feel up to it, and the part of me that does football and jujitsu, or did football and jujitsu and things like that, is like, well, sometimes you don't feel up to it, but you still got to push through. But then my performance suffers dramatically. What I'm trying to look for, what I'm trying to do. What the hell? Where's my script? Oh, there it is. First of all, I'm pretty sure that's how a for loop works. I'm trying to, for every letter in letter array, get the tree in the group's letters and spawn, but I can't do instantiate, right? No. So I thought create instance, but I can't do that either. Sometimes it's helpful to voice the question, helps you focus. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. Sorry. I found that as well. That's why I have these two guys here. When the stream is slower, typically when you're not here, or you know the regulars aren't here, I'll ask one of these two guys a question. I'll just pose them a question or talk to them out loud to try to rubber ducky the problem. But so that's what I'm trying to do for and let me refer back to the note that you gave me, and Noel. What is the simple solution? I'm trying to say and I think that your initial thing is right. For every letter in the letter array, let's spawn at these two locations. Spawn a letter here and spawn a letter here, and then when this happens, so when a score happens, we do all of this stuff, and then we would I forgot what it's called to free it. What is it? Get tree dot, not change scene. How do you free? Free? Is it free? Yeah. And then we would free the previous letter. Q free, thank you. Q free. I was like, I know it's free something. And then we would Q free it to get rid of it. And then at that point, once we get rid of it, then we spawn in the next Jesus, brain. Then we would spawn in the next sequence of letters. Oh, God. I hate to admit it, but maybe I'm just not in the best state to do this. How long have I been doing this? An hour and 11 minutes? Let's try to push for 2 hours at least. I really hate to have a short stream like that. Especially since you were gracious enough to come through. And Noel, I greatly appreciate you, as well as the consistent voyeur who says nothing. Which, I do not say that derogatorily. I greatly appreciate you just being here and sitting here, even if you say nothing. It is support, and I greatly appreciate it. Even if I'm just like background noise in your house. It's just, I appreciate it. Oh my God. Jesus, that's 3 yawns in like 30 seconds. Like, not sure there's anyone else here, but do you have stream preview open? It says 2 people are here. Stream preview. What is stream preview? Let me see. Twitch, stream preview, Twitch, stream preview. No. Well, maybe it's counting. Maybe it's counting this instance because of the oops, of the streaming software. Maybe that's what it's doing. Does it say? No, it doesn't say who the second viewer is. It says 2 viewers. It would be weird to count myself, but maybe that is what it's doing. I don't know. I don't know. But so one of two. Sorry, my brain. Fuck me. But it will show yourself if you are previewing it on your stream. So one of two would be yourself. Maybe, I'm not sure. Just don't see anyone else. Oh, okay. Yeah. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe there is nobody else, and I just confused it. Jesus. Come on, Jay. Get your head in the game. Sorry about that. I just want to get this ready for my kid for tomorrow so they can play. I'm just stupidly tired, and this is... Not that it's not working. My brain's not working. That's the fucking problem. Oh, I think I screwed up the placement here, so let me fix that. I don't even know where I had it before. Can I just Control-Z this? I think that's where I had it before. Let's say that. Let's say that. Do I have time tomorrow to work on it? Yeah, I do. I do have time tomorrow to work on it, if anything. Oh, Leaf! Best thing, if you're tired and still free, best thing if you're tired and still feel the need to code is to go for a walk and do some quick exercise. Yeah, maybe that's what I need to do. I used to have weights at my old place, but I don't have any now. Maybe I'll just do a couple push-ups real quick. I don't know if you guys will be able to see me. Hold on, let's see. Thanks for stopping by, Leaf. Let me see if you'll be able to see me. How far do I need to go back? Let me close my bedroom door. Can you? Yeah. Okay. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe that'll do it. Maybe 20 push-ups. I mean, my heart rate's going, so that helps. Thank you, Leaf. We'll give it a shot. And then if anything, it'll be a shorter stream, but I'd rather it not be. So, for the letters in the letter array, get tree, and then we'll spawn. We get the string name, and then we get the method name. So we need to create a method. That's my problem. We need to create a method that, and then reference it as a string. So, may not work for everyone, but I go for a walk with index cards and a pen. That generally just sounds peaceful, as like a good, not meditative practice, but like almost meditative. But yeah, and honestly I would, but I'm also streaming. If I could take you guys, I guess people do that. I guess I could put it on my phone and then walk around with you guys, but I don't know. A is night, B I'm black, so I don't think that's gonna be a good combination for visibility. But it is a good idea. I can barely write while sitting, let alone walking. Computer on a skateboard. That tickled me. Just the imagery of like, let me just fucking duct tape like. Anyway, but yeah. Let's see. What was I thinking? I'm sorry. Like that fucked me up in a good way. All right. Create tween. Why can't I do create instance? Oh, right, because it requires an object. And even though the letter array, I mean, it's an array. If it's an array of pack scenes, it's not going to let me do that, right? Letter array dot create instance. No, because it largely is just going to give me all of the variables for, or all of the properties for an array rather than anything else. So I do need a method to be able to spawn these things in. In order to spawn, I need to, and let me make sure that that is indeed true, so I'm not going down the wrong rabbit hole here. I could have sworn I had the documentation up there, not? I guess not. Index.instantiate? Yeah, maybe. Let's give it a shot. Okay, you're being a butt. Get index. Oh, that's and then no. Letter array. That's a comma. Dot. And then just it won't be just well. How would it know what to spawn if I just typed in? Yeah. Okay, so not that. All right, so let me go back to the documentation. Let me make sure I'm thinking of this out right. I would argue that it would be easier to make a front file for the letters and instantiate a single instance .label.text. I'm not 100% sure what you mean. You very well could be right. I am just confused. You came in a little bit later. Why is not all the text showing? Hold on, let me fix this. I could have sworn I fixed this. Alright, I don't know why your latest comment is not visible here, but it is visible on my inspector. But sorry. Instead of making a scene of each letter, make a single scene where you can change the letter. Yeah, and that's what I had done originally, and in the beginning of the stream. Where not that, where we had all of the letters out. Where is it? Is this it? No. Yes, where we had all of the letters out, and then we added all of them to a list, and then spawned them in, but it wouldn't let me do that. Yeah, I forgot font file just an atlas for images. I don't remember right now what an atlas is. Let me look that up too. Atlas is what? Am I dumb and atlas is not Godot dependent. It's like its own a whole word that has a atlas texture. Atlas is the most useful thing. I've never maybe I'm dumb or tired or both. But atlas texture. What the fuck is an atlas texture? I've never heard of this before. I've never heard of this before, guys. Literally ever. (2D) resource draws from an atlas texture, define the region, additional margin, small adjustments, multiple atlas resources can be cropped to the atlas packing many small textures into it. Again, Godot documentation fucking sucks at giving a, like, you're saying all this, but I can't conceptualize this without an example. Think of it as a sprite map. Ah, gotcha. Okay. So, and here's my familiarity with a sprite map. Is a 3D, let's do, not a color rect. What the fuck? I haven't worked in 3D in forever. And then plane. God, I haven't worked in this forever. I really forgot. I could have sworn it was a plane. I'm just trying to do a quick example, but it's not working. But yeah, like a flat plane, and then you not color code it, but you color it, if you will, to indicate where is like the logical path that a entity can see from. That's my understanding. I very well could be wrong. But I'd likely just make a label with the letter and then change the text of that label. A label with a letter and change the text. My concern initially, well, let me fully read everything before I come to say that. Say you have 100 images of 10 by 10. You can choose the one you want by using vector. Would also need to change what you want for letter checking. Yeah, exactly. And then that you touched on the point that I immediately thought. The immediate objection I had was like, and I guess it wouldn't be a major issue. God, I wish I was more clear-minded. But how we're checking for letter input is currently, and again, not to say that I couldn't change, is, where is it? Okay, right here. So if the input that we press is, and then it'll take the letter, and then it'll check the name for it, because they're all the scene or variable for all of the letters are named the same thing as the input that we're listening for. So the letter A is listening for the A letter on the keyboard, B, C, so on and so forth. So we could change that. Key press is a function in input. Key press. Key press. Okay, so I do see how we can utilize this as well, but this looks like more, and I could be wrong here, hard coding the letters, so that way it would be, rather than having one level that like continuously changes out the letters, it would be, maybe I'm wrong here. Yeah. So that's not necessarily what I want to do. What I want to do is change out this variable, and then it's always listening for the name. Maybe, what the fuck is going on with my computer? Sorry, give me 1 second, guys. I have no idea what the fuck is going on. Fuck me. And there's no music either? What's going on? I don't know what's happening. Let me make sure the stream is still up because I don't know what's happened. Stream is up. Music just started to work for no apparent reason. Okay, yeah, stream is up. Thank you for confirming, and no, I don't. My computer's just acting weird. Like my whole other screen went white, and then this froze for a second. So that's why I was like, oh, this crashed for no apparent reason. But I'm happy it's still up. I'm just so confused. Anyway, where was I? Think Jay. YouTube with ad blocker? Maybe. I know my browser is Brave, and that has an automatic ad blocker, so maybe that was what fucked it up. But let me reverse back to what Leaf was saying. Leaf was saying, so let me make sure I understand you correctly first and foremost, Leaf, and Noel, because I know you're contributing to the conversation. You rather than instantiating different letters and going throughout that whole list, where they overload your browser if you oh, I did not know that. It kind of feels unethical to just be like, well, maybe it's not, maybe because it's like, well, how else are we gonna make money if you guys keep fucking blocking it? But still, it seems crazy to kind of like fuck up your system because of money. It can crash PCs. Yeah, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. That's, if that's a known thing that could, all right. I'm getting riled up. I'm like, capitalism. Again, it definitely has its benefits. I'm not saying I'm anti-capitalist. I'm saying that there's a better way to fucking go about society as a whole. Happens to me every day. Yeah, well, I guess it's starting to happen to me now. I don't know how I've been skirting at that for so long, but this is the first time that the music stopped, my screen went white. Like, again, I thought it froze, so I don't know what happened there. But let me rewind and restate what I believe Leaf is saying. So rather than utilizing these spawn points and saying, hey, let's spawn at this particular location over and over again, you're saying, why don't you just have a atlas that will cycle through the letters and then listen for the input. My immediate objection to that is that it hard codes it where we would essentially, to my understanding, I very well could be wrong, have to create multiple levels to address multiple different letters, which also means we also need to create multiple different scripts to be able to listen for A and B, and then C and D, and E and F, and so on and so forth, versus how I have it currently, which I believe is flexible. You guys let me know, maybe I'm wrong, where we're just taking the variable name, so that way whatever letter is instantiated doesn't matter for player 1, doesn't matter for player 2, we just get the name of whatever letter is spawned in. You said nah? Okay, please, yeah, let me know. I think that was nah. There was no H, but I interpret that as nah. What do you mean levels and letters? Multiple different scenes, or maybe I'm misunderstanding. Let me pause and confirm meaning with you guys, because maybe I'm misunderstanding you. Again, I very well could be. I mentioned it at the beginning of the stream, but I'm not like not throwing a pity party for myself. I'm not like emotionally 100%, so I may be mentally messed up with like interpreting what you're saying. A global script enumerating with an enumeration key on docs. I don't fully understand what that means. I understand a global script, which is which we would do here. Here is where we would create the global script. Oh, you have your documentation right there. bring that down here. Yeah, singleton. Yeah. So yeah, this. And then maybe I'm missing something else. Oh, Jesus Christ. Alright, come on, Jay. Let's go. Doesn't match the actual text. Saying letter A doesn't exactly match the name you have for the input, then you could make a dictionary to match between them. I don't know 100% how I would do that. Not to say that you're wrong at all, I just don't know how I would do that. Control F key. Enumeration key. Okay. Let me look through the documentation. You said enum key. When comparison is needed to differentiate left and right versions. Okay. For example, when input event key is matched, an event which has key location unspecified will match any. Okay, it's using like multiple things. I don't know. Let me just look that up real quick. Letter, enumerate, and integer. A is 0, B is 2, but that one, my bad, just enumeration key. Okay. I have to think on and understand what you guys are saying, just to be honest. I'm a little confused, but again, that's my emotional hoopla stuff, and then it's largely my emotional hoopla stuff that's fucking me up here, because I'm like dealing with my own emotion stuff in the background while I'm trying to think, and they're two competing programs with very limited like RAM, if you will. I would say since you already did it this way, it's probably better, but I would instantiate the scenes as just one, because they would make it a lot easier. If you have to put some thought into it and test it myself, not something I've tried before. Don't let capitalism prevent the joy of coding. Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, focus. I'm gonna offer a slight note here, of like, I don't know if you guys have experience. I mean, I've done it before. Like, you have to push through certain things just for work and stuff like that. But I'm having the hardest time focusing. And luckily for my day job, I'm able to take off. Like, I mean, not take off, but I'm able to step aside and not do anything or like take care of myself for a little bit, as long as the work is done and done effectively, and then all the clients are helped out. That's all they care about. But in this instance, like, this is a completely different muscle I'm working, where I'm going through emotional stuff, but I have to focus and work and engage with you guys. So I'm wondering if there's a technique that like military people use to like push through, because I just hate the stupid. And I had a relatively good day yesterday. I just some nonsense happened, largely self-inflicted. I'm just trying to figure it out. If you're new to streaming, it takes time to get used to. Yeah, for sure. And I think that's what it is. Is like, I think I'm so used to programming and thinking, but then there's not the secondary task of like engaging, listening, and understanding, because you guys are so clever and smart that I'm like, oh, you're posing things I haven't thought of before, including the convention GDQ, which again I'm super excited to go to. Yeah, incorporating both is a bit of a struggle for me right now. Sometimes I push through. Sometimes I change a different project for a bit. Sometimes there isn't anything you can do to step away for a bit. All of those sound solid, and that's why I did the push-ups originally. Which Leaf, again, that did help. That did help my energy a lot. Thank you for following, Buggy. Really appreciate it. But yeah, I mean, speaking of GDQ, I used to stream speed runs, which is doing the same thing over and over, which is easy. Yeah, I could see that. Hold a convo and solving problems is a lot harder. Don't sweat it. Yeah, I appreciate that, Leaf. Thank you so much. I really greatly appreciate it. Yeah, but what I think it is, but and I don't know. I don't want to misspeak here, but like I don't see a lot of. Let me not misspeak. Let me speak accurately with what the fuck I'm saying here. Okay, so here's a good example of a streamer I love. Okay, I'm not gonna be able to. But like often when I see other streamers doing game dev and problem solving, they'll take shifts. They'll go from problem solving. I'm gonna get rid of this fucking advertisement. They'll do the problem solving and then talk, and then problem solve and then talk. Doing both, I do like it because it reminds me of like piano, of like incorporating physical as well as like muscle memory, but that's literally the only way to do it. Yeah, maybe that's it. Maybe that's it. Maybe I can't do both. Looks like he's doing it though. But I mean, I love this guy. He super great guy. Let me put his Twitch in the chat. Super great guy. But anyway, get rid of that. All right, let's go back to it. Back to where we were at. And with what you guys were saying. So let me also pull up my notes so that way I am clear here. Okay. Pro speedrunners do the same thing. When I was programming servants, it was either dead silent or everyone talking. Yeah. And that's fair. That's fair. Again, I think it's really hard to manage both things. So again, I've been streaming for 3 months now, so it makes sense that I would take some time to adjust to it. But you guys are so clever that I don't want to miss an opportunity to learn something new while I'm just thinking through something. And Noel, like you can speak to this. Well, both of you can speak to this. Sometimes I'm doing something, and I'm doing something in a stupid way. Not stupid, it's just ineffective. And then I'll look at what you guys are saying, and then I'll be like, oh, yeah, let me just do that. And then that saves so much more time. So it's hard, because I do want to listen to you guys, because you guys are clever. I'm very fortunate that there's clever people coming in. But I'm also trying to think through things. So incorporating what you guys are saying and thinking about what I want to do for the problem is a really interesting middle ground to like adjust to. But let's go back. Let me go back to what you guys were saying originally. Okay, so we had the potential to utilize an auto load, which is a singleton, for a global script that will use. Why is chat paused? Why am I getting the notification that chat is paused? No, it's not. My computer's acting fucking crazy. I don't know why that is, but yeah. So we're utilizing a auto load, / singleton for all of the scripts. I would try to throw out ideas that seem like you didn't know existed, because for me, the hardest part is knowing the options. I would throw out the ideas that seem you didn't know existed. And maybe feel free to tell me to shut up. No, I'm not gonna tell you to shut up. And I think, again, to the point of like, you guys are clever. I'm very fortunate that the people that have attended the stream are clever. So that's why I want to try to learn from you guys while I'm also doing this, because I fully acknowledge, like, I'm not the best programmer in the world. So getting your ideas can help. Sometimes, Leaf, to your point, it does hinder me because I'm like, now I'm thinking of a whole new thing that I haven't thought about before that could fuck me up. Fuck me up in the aspect of like utilizing too much time to learn something new. But in this case, because you have the scenes already made, my thought is handling the input may not be best. I do worry that maybe inputting too much right now, sidetracking you totally different paths of dealing the task. Yeah, valid point. You know about refactoring, right? Refactoring as far as optimization of code, is that what you're referencing in this case, Leaf? And then end null, again, to your point, it is valid. Again, I'm just learning how to stream, and again, I'm grateful for you guys coming in. I'm just learning how to stream, so doing both is hard. Because I do want to engage with you guys because you guys are clever. I'm so fortunate to have a genuinely clever community that of you guys that come in and offer good insights. And you can't really think and incorporate new information and talk at the same time. Redoing the old portions and making them more optimal readable. Yes, exactly. And I could refactor the code, right? Here, you know what? This is what we'll do. Let's go back to the simple thing. The most direct route for level completion to ensure my kiddo can play test. I get my kid tomorrow. Tomorrow evening is when I see her. So I want her to be able to play tomorrow evening. She may be too tired, so she may not even be able to play. But I would like for her to be able to play. In order to do that, my thinking is that we need multiple levels. And what do I mean by multiple levels? Well, I mean kid presses multiple letters and has full game loop. Right? That's what I mean by multiple levels. That's what I think I need to have accomplished today, so that way my kid can play tomorrow. The simplest solution to that is my original thinking was one level with changing letters and adding sound effects. And then we got into a whole different thing of a bunch of different potential solutions. How old my kiddo is 3 years old. So they are learning, she knows letters, like she'll point them out and things like that, but I want her to be able to engage with this. We talked about it before in a previous stream. I want her to be able to engage with a bunch of different letters in a bunch of different ways. So I'm just going to quickly show the multiple games I've made for my kiddo. Here's the tug of war. So there's the tug of war, which was Null's idea. And then Flappy Bird, she played Flappy Bird once on my phone. So I thought to have this. She liked it, but then stopped liking it. And then where's the other one? It's a monkey. And then this one, where she presses the letter and then it goes up there. I have Jada, but this is supposed to be Papa. I don't remember why I have it like this. But that's the thing. Think 2 or 3, don't remember. Wait. Sorry, I think I'm missing something. Yeah, 3 years old. My kiddo's 3. Yes, super cute. My kiddo's super cute. I'm so grateful for them, and I'm so grateful to be able to be in a time where I can make something cool for my kid. Like, it's such a gratifying feeling to make something for your kid. Even, putting up my kiddo's bed was like such a gratifying feeling. Putting her crib together when she was younger was such a gratifying feeling. But to be able to make a game, most of us are nerds. To be able to make a video game for my kid is such a cool feeling. And before, I had originally, with my ex, I was making a game to propose to her. It did not work out with my ex, luckily, unluckily. But yeah, I'm all about, like, if I care about you, I want to make something for you. So to be able to make this for my kid has been such a gratifying feeling, and to be able to have a community to support and offer ideas is incredible. So I'm very, very grateful. So, but yeah, let's get back to Dev for my cute kiddo who hopefully can play test tomorrow. But yeah, we have multiple different levels. This is I wonder if this still works. This is my stupid face, but like I have a bit more floaty because she was getting frustrated with it. But yeah, I have a bit more floaty, and then which again she likes the game, but it's just not like super engaging for her. I also should have put a clamp on the camera so you can't go way past it, but here we are. I know the feeling. I made a bed for my dog. Oh, and he happily ate it. I was like, oh, and I was like, oh, well, fuck. He ate it. Yeah. What I learned was that our kids, or how we're taught letters is stupid. Surprise, surprise, American education is not great. How we're taught letters isn't inherently how we should be taught letters. How we should be taught letters is the importance of the letter. Why do you need to know that this is the letter A? I mean, it is important to be able to identify, sure, but it is more important that you know what it sounds like, so that way when you're putting words together, you know, you can recognize it from a sound standpoint rather than, because otherwise it'd be like Papa, which is what my kiddo calls me. It'd be P-A-P-A, and that sounds nothing like Papa. You need to put this emphasis on the sounds, the phonetics of sounds versus the name of letters. So, and I was gonna apply a shader, but like again, she likes it to a certain extent. But yeah, so that is one of the games, and then the other one is the ladder, where, and I think I broke this actually. I don't think this works right now. Let me see. No, it doesn't work right now. I screwed up the code a bit here. And the reason I had screwed up the code a bit is because I want it to be the end goal for this game, and a lot of these, is to okay, I don't know what the fuck this is, but no. How do I get rid of this? I don't know how. I cannot. Alright, whatever. Everybody don't click on that link in the chat. Yeah, exactly. It's a spammer. Don't click on that link. I don't know. As I said, I'm a beginning streamer, but do not click on that link. From a cybersecurity standpoint, don't click on links you don't know. Not safe. Yeah, it's going to a RU site. Yeah, don't click on it. Don't click on it. I would have gotten rid of it, but I don't know how. I guess I should learn that. It's a good opportunity to learn how to do that. How to get rid of message in Twitch chat. On your Twitch dashboard, you can click the name and ban it. Thank you. Twitch. Or /ban. Oh, okay. Look at you. /ban, and then the username is SUS. Oh, god dang it. God dang it. I'm just trying to copy this thing and it's doing a whole bunch of hoopla. Copy. Come on, get out of here. ban this person. Did I do it? You gotta get mods, so don't worry. Yeah. Hurry before we click the link. I like that. It's like an impulse of like, if you don't do it, I'm gonna have to click the link. Before someone else gets the best viewers. Oh God. Oh my God. Oh. Okay, I did it and it said the user you're trying to ban doesn't exist. So, that's fun. Hurry before someone else gets the best viewers, and hurry before we click the link. That made my night. That made my night, man. I don't give a shit what else happens in this stream. Oh, I reported them. Okay, someone must have gotten them already. Okay, gotcha. Wow. Okay, cool. I'm learning new things from Twitch streaming. Good job, team. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Fuck these guys. I used to, when I had nobody in the chat, I used to get them far more often. But I guess the more real people you have, the less often it happens. I don't know. I'm not going to presume things I don't know. Anyway, as I said before, we have a couple different levels. The idea here, which Null and Leaf, I think you both contributed to, is that we're going to do a UFO 50 type of... a UFO 50 type of deal where it's going to be a bunch of different levels where our kiddos, because ideally I want this is, I'm not going to charge for this game. I'll accept donations, but I'm not going to charge for this game. So our kids can play through a bunch of different levels and learn the actual phonetic sounds for letters rather than the stupid way that we do it in American education now of A, B, C. Like, that matters so little to be able to identify the letter. Like, you should learn the phonetics first, and then I recommend Brain Age. Yeah, I think Brain Age was a game I used to play when you're giving me a blast from the past right now. Brain Age. Yes, it is what I played on the DS. Yes, it is. Oh, yeah. Oh my God, I have vivid memory. Yes, it is goated. It is goated. I have vivid memories of playing this on the bus when I was a kid. I vividly remember this because I remember playing it and thinking like, if I get good at this, why do I need to go to good school? Like it was so abstract and not abstract. It just touched on so many different subjects in different and interesting and interactive ways. And that is literally kind of what I want to go for with this letter game. Except it wouldn't touch on a bunch of different subjects. I'd just touch on the phonetics of letters and putting them together into a word. I'd let that be the centralized focus. And the reason, aside from just helping my kid read, is because I want to be able to give this game out to everybody so that their kids can learn letters in a fun, engaging way that actually matters. Because kids just want to play. Kids don't want to sit down in the classroom and go through... I mean, some kids do. Some kids do. But I would say, like, most kids just want to have fun. So I just want education to be fun. That's the main thing. But thank you for saying Brain Age, Leaf. Yes, I loved this game. I vividly remember playing this on the DS on the school bus so often. I remember getting in trouble once, actually, because I was playing it in class. And I remember the teacher specifically saying, "You're playing games when you should be learning." And I'm like, "You don't know what the fuck you're talking about, lady." I am learning. Yeah, it was so good. Nothing like poly-Japanese businessman teaching you how to... Yes! I think it was like his big face And then it was such a wacky. Nintendo just really knows how to make games in such a cool, interesting way. I had a full-time job when this kid. Really? Yeah. I was a kid on a bus. I don't remember how old I was. I'm 29 right now. When did Brain Age come out? Game was released in 2005, so I was 11, right? Yeah, 95, 5. Yeah, I was 10, 11 years old when this came out. Yeah, and there's the guy. Oh man, what a blast from the past. Wow, a lot of pleasant memories from that. Yeah, 2005. Yep. Oh, so that's Satoru Iwata? That's who that was? R.I.P. man. One of the best, should be a shining example of what CEOs could be. Yes, rest in peace. A shining example of what CEOs should be. For those that don't know, Satoru Iwata was the CEO of Nintendo for a prolonged period of time, and pushed for innovation, so much so that the Wii U came out. And when the Wii U was a complete flop, rather than what would be common in America of firing a bunch of people, he took a pay cut. He and other executives took a pay cut to ensure that they kept the people. So that way the people that worked on the project were not punished for the project flopping because it was their idea. Or at least an idea that they supported and fully believed in and didn't shake out. And again, rather than firing anyone, they took the L from their own paychecks and decided to keep everybody, which I love. Yes, I do remember the thing about Pokemon. I didn't know that he was responsible. I knew he was involved, but I didn't know that without him we wouldn't have Pokemon. That's insane. That's insane. That is true. Like, can we all just appreciate how crazy it is that Satoru Iwata, one of the best CEOs of all time, was also a programmer, a game designer, and also responsible for getting fucking Pokemon out the door. One of the best, I mean, granted, they've fallen off, in my opinion, largely, but one of the best video game franchises of all time. Without a shadow of a doubt. So yeah. Iwata is goated. Earthbound. Earthbound was him too? What? Is the head of Brain Age. Okay. He does look like Satoru Iwata though. Hold on. I'm not gonna spell this wrong. I'm gonna copy it from chat. This feels disrespectful for me to get it wrong right now. And see? It looks very similar. Okay. You're being stupid. This is... Sometimes you can't use Brave. Sometimes you gotta go to Google. That's on me. That's the images. They look like... I don't... Now that I'm saying it, I was like, is that racist? Am I inadvertently racist for saying they look exactly alike? They do though, right? How is it not the same person? Oh god, I hope I'm not being racist. Earthbound and Pokemon. Yeah, Pokemon was my thing in early childhood. Pokemon was it. Pokemon was everything. And I stopped playing, I think, the last one I really got into was Pokemon Emerald. That was the last one I really, really got into. After that, I just completely fell off of Pokemon. You know, girls and football and blah, blah, blah got in the way of that. Worked on a lot of games. It's low poly. You get a pass. Thank you. Thank you. Because I'm like, they're so close. Anyway, all right. I'm not going to harp on that before somebody takes that out of context And years from now, they're like, didn't you say? I was like, no, I didn't know. I prefaced it with I didn't know. All right, anyway. Got a bit sidetracked there, but that's 100% fine. I appreciate the sidetrack. Yeah, and Noel said it exactly. Got sidetracked, but I do appreciate the sidetrack because it kind of refreshed my gears a bit, so I wasn't so heavily focused. So again, and we're back to the same problem of, do I focus on chat or do I focus on work? And it's gonna be both. I'm gonna have to interchange between the two. All right, so we don't need this anymore. 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 This is the one we need. Okay. I know other developers and creatives have like a thing, and I'll have to figure it out. I don't fucking know what it's called when you have like what the hell is it called? It's like a it's a chat functionality where you can like say something in the chat and it's like, hey, motherfucker, keep working. I mean, I guess you guys could say, motherfucker, keep working. But there's a cool chat functionality I see from more established devs. All that to say, where the hell are we? So where we last left off is let me look back at the code because I did forget. We have an array. We have so we have a list, and I'm resisting the urge to use overly technical language. Richard Feynman, as I'm sure a lot of you guys know, Nobel Prize winning physicist, constantly talked about the Feynman technique, in which if you can't explain something simply, that means you don't understand it well enough. So I really want to resist the urge to use any complex language when describing what I'm doing. So we have a list, and in this list, we have all of the scenes, which are just individual packets of all of the letters. So we have A through Z here. And then what I wanted to do is say the first thing that I should do. The simplest and first thing that I should do is, I think I wrote it down, didn't I? Excuse me. Spawn the letters to begin with. At the spawn points, I did write it down. I just missed it. So I want to say, and that's why I wanted to say letter array dot, but it only refers to the list. If I do the dot, we get all of the functionality of that thing that we're referencing. And that's not what I want to do right now, because I want to be able to reference the scene itself, the little box that we created. And I want to be able to do that to say, hey, spawn this here. But I can't do it in the array. Maybe if I do letter array, and then I say dot index? No. Letter array 0 dot can instantiate. What does can instantiate? That feels right. Are you trying to reference the already created scene? Yeah. So I created all of these scenes, and then I added them into a list. And then that way I want to be able to say, hey, from this list, spawn this. From this list, spawn this, is my thinking. Control node for all of the letters. And I heard of the control node, but I don't fully understand it, because then that's what I'm also using for the UI, because that's what the good the documentation recommended, but I don't fully understand it. Get child letter enumeration dot position. I don't think it would be dot position, but I do think you're right with get child. So let's go back to the code here. Not get child. It wouldn't be get child because it doesn't have a child. Is that the move? Maybe I'm misunderstanding you, Leaf, because I'm not. I'm not sure. But Leaf, please do describe, because maybe I'm missing something. Because if we do get underscore child of index, when I put the index of letter array, and then what is that, 0 dot instantiate? No. I'm saying this wrong. Dot position vector 2. Well, we excuse me. We have the position referenced by here, the spawn points. We have the global position. So that my thinking is, and again, let me know how wrong I am. My thinking is, we say at spawn at, and then we plug in play one spawn point. Control node with the letters as the child. Oh, okay. And then use the number reference. Okay. I can see that. Yeah. I can see that. All right. So let's revise this. I can see that. Rather than an array, so that way it's already in the scene, and then we can just reference it like that. I think that's what you're saying. Okay, that makes sense. I think that makes sense. The music stopped. The music stopped. Oh, what? Then we don't need, I'm just going to comment this out for a time being because I don't think we'll need this anymore. And then we just need a pass here. And I'm not going to look at the chat for a second just so I can think clearly to make sure I'm not, make sure I'm thinking clearly. And then we say from here, okay, I'm gonna stop here and now I'm gonna look at the chat. Add child. I don't think I need to add the child new letter because they're already a child of the control node. So I don't think I need to do that. Maybe I'm wrong. If you add all the letters to the scene tree already, then just hide them and make them only visible. Oh wait, am I encountering the same problem as before though, where then we're gonna have to, because then how am I gonna listen for, or first of all, let's put that off screen. Sorry, for whatever reason, my computer's acting stupid, so I can't see what you guys are saying. Give me a second. Come on, computer. Okay. Sidetracked again. Blah, 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 blah. Add child, but I don't think it's add child. That's the move. Position. No. Alright, why am I seeing a bunch of the old... There we go. If you add all the letters to the scene tree already, then hide them all and only make the current ones visible. Yeah, no, but Twitch was not made for sending code. Leaf that the visible have a variable pointing to the current letter. Yeah, how do we determine that? So say we have it, and I do think that this is probably the way to do it, is to have all of this inside of this control, reference the child, and instantiate them. I do think that that methodology makes sense to me. The question I have now is, with the original, and guys, I'm sorry, chat for whatever reason is acting weird, so I'm sorry if you, the last thing I see is from Leaf, regarding the visibility, which, yeah, I know, well, you can do that, well, obviously we wouldn't do that in the inspector, we'd do that here, but, the current problem, so we get the child, but then we would make it visible, and then with each one that we make visible, we would reference the name. Gotcha. And then I think that makes the most sense. Have the variable pointing to the current letter? Yeah. So we just need to be able to determine what is the current letter and go from there. So, and then we'll go in sequential order, but it's already in sequential order because it's a child. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, Z. Okay, just making sure that all of those were in there. Okay, so I think I get what you're putting down. I believe so. I believe so. One second, guys. Give me one quick second. Alright, sorry about that. There was a knock at my door, and I didn't see anybody there, so I'm not going to open the door and get jumped. Does the order matter? I think that you remember saying something about having them random. Maybe figure out the random letters. Yeah, I mean, it would be easier as far as indexing to go from 0 to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4. But random would be also good for the sake of learning, is my thinking. So that way they're exposed to multiple different things. And then from a game standpoint, my kids... Not just, well, I mean, not that it's in alphabetical order in the first place. A is here and B is over here. So the order doesn't necessarily matter. The order doesn't necessarily matter. But as far as making it visible, making these things visible and then listening for the input, I think that is the way to do it. But then I wouldn't reference it via the index. I'd use a for loop. So for every letter in the letter, well, it won't be the letter array. It'll be for every letter within control letters. I get children. Do I have to get children? Get children. Let me make sure I'm using this right. Returns all children in the... Yep. Yeah, okay. So I am using that right. Okay. returns all children inside an array. Is this an array though? Is this classified as an array? All right, I'm just gonna go off of that and proceed from there, because I just need to think and not overthink. So yeah, we're gonna get all of the, for every letter within this, we get the children, and then we, can I do this now? No, I still need to control letter dot instantiate. I can't instantiate unless it's an object. So array of nodes, yeah. It returns an array as a list of child nodes. Yeah, okay, all right, yep, same page. Children are in an array. Yep, okay, cool. Which makes inherent sense. You are referencing the nodes that already exist. You don't need to create an instance. Oh, right, because they're already in the scene. Right, duh. We don't need to instantiate them anymore because they're already in the scene. We just need to create a loop for making them visible. So for every letter in letter array, what we're gonna do is then take turns making them visible, and then what we'll also do here, where's the control? Why the hell is one letter just pink? Alright, I'll focus on that later. Don't put this in process. Is it in a process function? Do I have it in a process function? It should be its own function. Yep, I do. Should be its own function, which is make letters visible. And for here, what? Unexpected identifier in class? I didn't identify anything. I didn't say equal anywhere. For letter in letter array. I'm confused. Oh, I didn't say function, like a dumbass. Yep, you got it. Yep, you all called it at the same. We all came to it at the same point. Just start with them not visible. Yeah, exactly. And then we'll go down the list and go that way. Start with them not. Well, let me make sure I read your full comment. Then whichever is your target letter, make only it visible. Yep. Okay. Yep. We're on the same page. I just need to position them correctly because obviously if I make them visible but you can't see it, then this doesn't help a whole lot. So A, let's move you over here. B, over here. Or should it be, I think it should probably be reverse order. Does that matter? Does the order matter? No, because we're gonna be referencing it anyway. Okay, sorry. Oops. There we go. B, C. I mean, I could put it sloppily. Ultimately, in the code, I'm just gonna make sure that it's at the spawn point, so it doesn't necessarily. D. Why the hell is E pink? What happened to E? Probably the sprite. The sprite is just pink. That's the problem. Error concern. Need to check to make sure you never end up with the same letter on both sides. Yeah, well, that's why I'm gonna put them in on the two sides. So A, B, C, D, E. Oh wait. Okay, so I'm gonna take it that this is a perfect opportunity to learn Atlas and fully understand it. You did reference it as a sprite map before. But I'm gonna read through it, give my initial understanding. You guys give me feedback on how right or wrong I am, and go from there. Because maybe this is the right way to go about it. Because as of right now, what I had planned to do is add all of these letters and then reference. Okay, if player one won, then player one's letter is made invisible, and then the next letter is made visible in the array, and then so on and so forth. But I do see an issue with that. It's much easier than you think. Okay, well, hey, if it's much easier than I think, then I'm learning something that's going to help out dramatically. Alright, so it's a 2D texture 2D, which is a node, yes. Okay. Maybe an old version. Let me see the latest version then. Okay. A texture by registering an image in a video hardware, 3D models, 2D sprites. Textures are often created and loaded from the file. Texture 2D based on resources. It cannot be used directly. Maximum size. Okay. Still a little confused, but let's pull up the texture 2D, because that's a node. Texture. Oh, it's not a node. Or maybe I'm spelling it wrong? No, I'm not spelling it wrong. I'm just misunderstanding what a texture 2D is then. Make an image with all the letters from left to right. Kind of like a sprite map? I think that's what we okay. Because now it's making me think of like animation, and how like 2D animation works is multiple animation frames. So that's what I'm thinking. Jay would have to store the input checks in different ways, though. I would, but I think we can solve for that relatively easily. Plus, again, I just see this as a good opportunity to learn something new, especially since I'll only be streaming for about half an hour more. So I don't think I'm going to get it all done today, but I would much rather learn a useful... If it's been a useful tool to you guys, then hey, I'm all for it. And then what I think I can still do in the array is, letter J dot visibility turn off, and then so on and so forth. Maybe I would have to segment them so that way I'm not overlapping. Yeah. All right. I'm gonna just again see this as a good opportunity to learn this then. So let's see. Atlas. That's not it. Okay. So how do I use you? Atlas texture is 2D resource. Okay. Texture 2D resource all draws on a part of the Atlas texture. So it's one. I think the Atlas texture is what you mentioned before, which is an image with all of the letters. Trying to figure out how to do this. Oh, okay. Okay. So why the fuck do you call it a texture 2D when it's... Whatever. Okay. Let's close this out. Give me 1 second, guys. Sorry. 1 second. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 quick second. I'll be right back. Right back. Okay. So I do want to get into this. I had something come up. Some personal stuff came up. I'll be okay eventually. Everything's gonna be fine. But I do have to get going. Unfortunately, I do have to cut the stream a little bit early. So I'm gonna send you guys over to a buddy of mine. Super great. Also another dev. So give me 1 second to set that up because I just had some fucking sorry. Calm brief is I just had some hoopla going on. Ha ha ha, hoopla is funny. Let me take this fucker's name. So thank you guys for being understanding. Just some, as I mentioned in the beginning of the stream, I have some personal stuff going on, so I'm just trying to figure out that now. But again, thank you guys so much for stopping by, and I will see you. The next time I stream is on Tuesday, and then hopefully I have some really cool updates for you guys. So I'll see you then. Thanks, guys. Okay, invalid username, so let me fix that. I don't know how that's an invalid username because I thought I put it in correctly. I don't know why it's not letting me. Why is it not letting me do it? God, the one time I want to actually raid somebody, I can't fucking do it right. Give me 1 second, guys. All right, thank you guys again so much, and have updates soon. So again, thank you so much. Really appreciate it. Okay, raid has been created, but have you guys gone over? I don't think you have. Oh, raid is in progress. Okay, gotcha. All right, cool. Thanks, guys.
There's this other aspect of management. Jay Jupiter, welcome. Welcome, Jay, and all of your viewers. Hope you guys had a good stream. Give a shout out. I'm a designer and a game developer. Am I calling you? Actually, I should do like a bigger shout out that you can actually see. Shout out, Jay. Managers will make you do things if you'll do them. Is this inspired by Octopath? There's a whole story behind it. Kind of. So my partner, I had to cut it short, but wanted people to see cool stuff working on. Well, thanks for stopping in, Jane. My partner in crime on this project, he played Octopath, and he's got artistic skills, and he's like, oh, I want to make a game that's like classic SNES games. He liked the Octopath concept, but he also likes the 2D, 2.5D look of, the SNES angle. And so he tweaked and worked with it and finally found an angle he liked. And he showed it to me one day. I'm like, this is amazing. This is like your classic 2D games, but high fidelity or with depth, right? So Octopath is like pixels on 3D. And that's great. But his was inspired by that. So then he's like, well, can I make an angle that makes it feel like a classic game, but it has a 3D environment to work in? Yeah, it is iconic. Thank you. And I didn't do any of the pretty. I just break stuff. My job is to make everything break. A lot. I break things a lot, unfortunately. I'm very good at it, in fact. As you've seen with these error messages now, I'm a breaker of things. I'm not a make things work great person. He gets the distinction intention of being able to do things that are pretty. Oh, my debugger's not running. That's what's going on. It's like, why isn't that working? So yeah, the game is on Steam. We're actually going to do a Kickstarter soon. Actually starting on Tuesday. So I just actually mentioned to Jacob, my partner. I was like, hey, I should just stream all morning on Tuesday, so I'll probably will. I was on the fence at 2.5D look, but you're making me think maybe I should. Is this for a game you're making? Oops, why is my thing doing my thing? Are you making a game, Leaf? Are you a streamer as well? Let me see. You must not be streaming, but you make a game. Are you partnered with Jay? What is Jay doing? Let's see, Jay. Your name's familiar, but I'm not sure where I saw you from. Oh, cool. So you're doing... What are you using? What? There's your face. Are you still live? Oh, you're still live. Look at that. You're still live. Did you know you're still live?